Alright, I'm ready. Hello, VOD people. Alright, now, I finished Soma. I finished all the Amnesia games, and you know what? That wasn't all of the games. That wasn't all of them. Frictional Games also made games called Penumbra, Overture, Penumbra, another one, and the third one, right? I had no idea. These came out way before Amnesia, The Dark Descent. This one came out in 2007, and I never played them. So, since I am on a journey to play all the frictional games, apparently, let's start playing Penumbra. No idea what the game is about. I'm gonna assume it's just like Amnesia, maybe walking around doing puzzles. I read some of the reviews, and they said, the game was too difficult. I couldn't finish the game. It was too difficult. I know game's too difficult for MisterTrashcan, am I right? So let's just hit new game, see what it's all about. I might have to touch audio a bit if it's too loud or too quiet. On the fly, we'll do that on the fly as always. Yeah, let's just play this one. Penumbra Overture. I mean, Penumbra Overture. Let's go. Oh shit. For players who are bad at action games. Recommended. Suits most players. For players wanting a real... normal. The most balanced yeah, sure, normal. My story began in February of 2000. Scary. Y2K. So that's what this game is.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolutions, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Loading. I hope that's a pre-rendered cutscene. Okay, I was gonna say, what the fuck? Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Imagine you couldn't. Let me increase the sound a bit by one thingy. Yeah, that's just Amnesia. This is Amnesia. I threw it. Yep, we're just playing Amnesia again. Ooh, always good to have a notebook. N, to jot down interesting information. And reminders, P. Okay. I can't write. Notes. Alright, nothing on here. I still have to press it. I think I left my torch in my desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened by using my left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. It's just like in real life. That is just like in real life. It is so interesting to me that the frictional games, they're all the same. Like, they are very similar. Like, this is how you lean. This is how you pick up stuff. I mean, the controls are slightly different from game to game. But look, I can interact with stuff. That's pretty neat. That is pretty cool. So, what would we say stuff is in here? If there's any stuff in there. Look, it's fish. What does that say? Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Dearest Eric. How many pages does it have before I start reading? 2. I can read 2 pages. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get you a rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout. If you'll be coming by any trout. Oh yeah, if you'll be coming by any trout. But I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. So that's not us, right? We're not that. We're somebody else. Are you it's too far away. Alright. Okay, what else do we have? We have a sack. We have a sack. How do I rotate stuff? Was it T in this game? No, it wasn't. Well, it's not R. Oh well, doesn't matter. Can't open that one. I follow. Honk honk. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It leads out onto the deck, but I don't fancy braving that weather until I have to. Okay, well, I guess go to sleep then. Pretty... What? Oh, odorous. I was gonna say, what the fuck kind of... Pretty odorous. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. They must eat and sleep and, well, do everything else in this room for weeks at a time. I mean, there are 2 beds. What else can I do? I understand the point of having this look mode so that you can focus on a specific area and just click around. It's kind of point and clicky that way, but I'm glad they removed that from the games that came after this. Isn't there supposed to... the flashlight. It was hidden behind the shade. The flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully with a shortcut. What do you mean hopefully with a shortcut F? What do you mean hopefully? Now, where's that emergency glow stick? Should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory. Okay. Tab. Oh no, battery at 49%. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that works. Glow stick. It works 50% of the time. I was gonna say, I can't see your chat, but it's just all the way at the bottom. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory, or with the shortcut key, G. Yeah, just like in real life. Don't forget the batteries. And also turn off the thing, because we have to preserve energy if it's anything like all the Amnesia games. Can I go outside now? Now I can. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. Sorry about that. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after, and knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. I need shelter soon. Oh! Oh, look, now it's normal. I don't have to press look mode now. Now it's just normal. My entire head went numb. A long time ago. Yeah, that does look cold. What the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. Need something to break it open. Well, do I have anything on me? I could use my flashlight, but I don't want to. I need tools. I need a rock. Maybe there's a tiny rock over here that I can use. Also, this weather is very loud. Okay, no rocks here. Aha! If I click and hold the interact button, left mouse, I should just about manage to pick up that rock. The cold's made me weak. Use the interact mode. Wait. If I use... Okay. Oh! Oh, if you press R, it turns this on, and then you press up. I'm dumb. I'm just dumb. Alright. There you go. Oh. Okay, turning this is a bit weird. Did I open it? I did. Alright, let's go down. How lucky are we to just find this shelter? We're just playing Amnesia at the bunker again. Jesus, my head! I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although, looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Oh shit, yeah, we did fall. We did indeed fall. Tell me if the game is so dark, by the way. Seems to be an okay darkness for me. Oh boy, empty boxes of ammunition. What is this place? Yeah, this is just Amnesia at the bunker again. A heavy looking wooden barrel. Could be anything inside of it. I wonder if the battery drains even when I'm looking at stuff. I hope that's not the case. What do you say? Emergency exit procedures. Okay. We've got... I guess that's a flare. Yeah, this is just Amnesia at the bunker again. Another flare. Great. Food. I don't need food. Or that. Hammer? I'll take it. Let's see, I can swing this hammer if I hold a left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling the mouse right, and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too, pulling back and then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. Yeah, I so understand what you just said. What? I can make a backswing by pulling the mouse right, and then follow through by pushing left, so right left, and then left right is to stab. Okay, I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I could still be able to look around. Nah. So do I just grab it? So like, Okay. Oh yeah, just hold it and then. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. I understand. Can I break these? Huh. Okay, cool. Empty ammo boxes. How quickly does this drain? We are still at 49%. We still... Wait, do we have batteries? Did they already go in here? Is that how quickly they deplete? Okay, let's just wait like 5 seconds. Oh, how many percent are we now? Still 49. What happened to the batteries that I picked up earlier? Can I smash these? I cannot. Am I just dumb? How do you open doors? It's a wooden door. I hope it's open. How do I not hit it with a hammer? Okay, now we're at 47%. Okay. How do I take it away? On, off. Oh, wait, that's not my hammer. It's stuck. Okay, there must be something in the way. All right. Hey, I'm turning this off, but then I can't see. That's bad. Oh. I see what this is all about. I'm stuck. Oh no. There you go. I can't move that. The good thing I have a hammer, isn't it? Aha! Okay, do we have any light? We have purple vision! Let's go, purple vision's back. Hell yeah, purple vision. Does that also hurt me? What is that? This looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate it. I mean... Yeah, I don't want to know what's in there. Let's dance on it. This hatch is seriously solid. The won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out or in. Don't tell me I'm stuck. Please don't tell me I'm stuck. I need the help of a barrel. Barrel, help me. Here we are at 39%. I should not use my flashlight. I'd rather rely on purple vision than my flashlight. I know there's a door there. I saw it. I just want to see what else there is before I proceed. We came from there. All right. Okay. Well, this is just a loop. That's okay. I can't see anything. Light. Now, it might increase gamma just a little bit. I wonder is... What the fuck? Oh, that fell over. I wonder if this is like the other Amnesia... Steel Rod Amnesia games where increasing the gamma does nothing. Okay, can I put the rod in here? I can! Look at that! Can I take it out again? Oh. Oh, does that open that? Do I just die immediately? Hi, Mr. Moth. Look, I'm playing Penumbra. It's the game that came out before Amnesia. Okay, yeah, that's gonna kill me. There was a beast down there. How was Oblivion? Or can you not remember? Because Oblivion, get it? Ah. I came from... Okay. Well, I am glad that this is how you explore. This game looks rough. It's from 2007. Whatever I was descending into. The dark? Were you descending into the dark? It was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness, and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it too much... I can't read. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there if something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was at school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Lunch like, alright, Mr. Moth, have a nice lunch. I've gotten down. Oh, I've jotted down a note. Was it N? Fisherman's wife? That's not it. P. The entrance to the cave has caved in, and there must be another way out. Yeah, we're just playing the bunker now. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a treat. It's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint in my vision. Jesus Christ, why do they talk like that? Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. Gee, thanks. I need to get out. Yeah, that's locked. Okay. We've got some safety rocks. I feel like I need batteries. What's my power like? 26%. Well, shit. Wait, hold up. These are hotkeys. I can just put this in my hotkey. There, you're now number 1. Beautiful. Oh, boo. It's still displaying my message. Why is it still displaying my message? I turned that off. Oh, well. We've got a workshop and we've got an office. Hi, Hekpa, how are you doing? I'm playing a scary game. I'm playing Penumbra, which is totally nothing like Amnesia the Bunker whatsoever. We are in a bunker, but we do remember where we came from, so I guess that's okay. So that's explosives. Where did we come from? Eggs. I guess we came from here. That's where we are. Well, I want to say I need explosives to blast the door open, right? So, to get there, I say, let's just take a left and then walk straight. And that'll be it. We've got offices to the left. We've got our northern area there. We've got storage there and a workshop there. So let's just go that way. I believe you caught the similarities between... Yeah, I did. Immediately. I did immediately realize those. This place must be old if they were still using paraffin lamps. Looks like there's still some juice left. When I saw that planet pop up like that, I immediately thought, hey, this is just like that one planet in the Orville. We're talking about DS9, by the way. Okay. Storage room and workshop. I need to get through this door. I jotted down a note. What did you jot down? You wrote, Fisherman's Wife. How do I not read this one? P. I found a locked door in the middle of a mine. Well, okay, I guess maybe the officers have the key to it. Sounds like a place that has a key in it. He is a big Star Trek fan. Yes. Yes. There are many similarities between TNG and TOS and the Orville. I haven't watched the, I haven't watched Star Trek Enterprise yet, but I do know that he was in it. That didn't fully explain. Yeah, exactly. I can turn off my light. What do you say? I see. The typewriter dates back even further than the war. Made in Germany, 1923. Okay, okay. Is the game bright enough for you, by the way? Ooh, what are those? Beef jerky. What do you mean beef jerky? What do I do with beef jerky? I can't put that in my flashlight. Okay, I'm looking for a key. Has anybody seen a key? An age-old filing cabinet. Is that a battery? Are you a battery? Painkiller? What do you need painkillers for? Also, Hekpo, I have to say, that episode, Meridian, Jadzia has never felt so unlike Jadzia. Like, that entire episode, she behaved completely out of character. Like, she fell for a dude and said, yeah, I'll just move in with him for 60 years, that's fine. Okay, it's locked, I need a key. I don't have a key. Rotting wooden shelves must be the added moisture from the grate. This whole room is putrefying. Can I use my hammer? Can I just smash it? I can indeed. Who says I need a key? No! Yes. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.0. 2.3, Black Match... No, wait, Chapter 1, 3, Black Match Fuse. The Black Match Fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder, but be warned, the chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, and backstrin. Backstrin? The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstrin, which adds as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple of minutes before use. Chapter 2.1, Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It has proved far safer to handle than alternatives such as nitroglycerin, provided that is, it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite supposedly makes made safe by the presence of the diatomaceous earth, has a tendency to weep, making an old box of the explosive liable to detonate on contact. Materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts nitroglycerin, small amount of sodium carbonate, text unreadable, and then simply form into short sticks and wrap in paper. Now, since this bunker is old, I don't think this is viable. Chapter 2.3, TNT. TNT was first discovered in 1863 by German chemist Joseph Wilbrandt, but it took some years before it yielded its true potential. This was because of the difficulty of making it explode and the lesser detonation in comparison to dynamite. I always thought dynamite and TNT were kind of the same thing, but apparently not. The main advantage was discovered by the German Navy, who employed TNT's relative explosive stability in order to cause massive damage to British warships. Their torpedoes could be detonated inside a ship's armor rather than exploding on contact, as did other shells. Jadzia Dex is a pretty complex character. She usually feels calm and collected like an old man because her previous memories are from the symbiote. But she's also Jadzia, who's young and brash, right? But up until this point, she never acted that way. It's kind of weird. Chapter 2.6, Armstrong's Mixture. Armstrong's Mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than as a viable chemical mix. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, referenced by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it as death mix. Oh my. It's incredibly volatile, make it unsuitable for almost all potential applications. Materials required: red phosphorus and barium. The mixture can be carefully and slowly mixed to minimize risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium to slightly decrease sensitivity. So we're building a bomb, probably, at some point. What else can I break? What else can I break? Oh. Is that just a lamp? Can I have it? Scary cylinder! Man, an old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. You can see the similarities between this Amnesia and Soma. I love it. I love it. I wish I'd played this before. What the hell just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. I should have played these games before I played Amnesia. I didn't know they existed. That was my mistake. How many pages do we have? 3, okay. 15th of August, 1945, which technically takes place 30 years after Amnesia the Bunker. Command Bunker, not Commander Bunker. Command Bunker, Emergency Airstrip Zulu, weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipments received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runaway I have a bad reading day today. Excuse me. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance be carried out twice weekly from here on in, due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. I mean, the game takes place in 2000, which is 90 years after the bunker. But still, no one wounded figure out what? No one wounded figure is no one wounded. That does say wounded, it doesn't say wounded, right? The one wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them to access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom. I already read that. And I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up the manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out there, but the matter is out of my hands. Yeah, just as a punishment, have him freeze to death. This base is so disconnected sometimes, I feel as if this war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order, dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets, not necessarily in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement, 1 industrial ice pick, for removing the damn ice from that forms on the external hatch. I'm so sorry. I just had lasagna. Not lasagna. I had pasta. Oh, my brain. It's cooked. It's so warm here today. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. An order for myself. My glasses are in rather a poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is undergoing ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams later this evening. After martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made. May have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. I mean, that thing? Chief NCO M Major. Major. Okay, I got some lore there. Can I remove that, please? Yes. Oh god, that just made a bit of light. What do you do? What are you? Baxtrin! Okay, great! More reading. Different music. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th of August, 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH 4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in these rocks. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Turngate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Okay. Interesting. Let me just see if there's anything cool in here. Except files. Oh heavens, okay. 23%. Where are the batteries? Is it... Does it keep draining the battery even when I'm reading? I don't see any batteries in here. Well, that stinks. But I do want to look if I can't find any more of them. Also, those deaderies. Oh boy, those batteries are probably dead. Okay. It's not P, it's N. Notes. Explosive workbook. Which one needed the... Oh shit. The back strip. Okay, we need string and black gunpowder, and then you can make the match fuse thing. I guess those are the cherry bombs. Do we need anything else in here? Illegible years of damp in the cold have dissolved the meaning forever. Oh, look at that. Light. I miss being outside already. Yeah, the nice cold. I mean, it's probably cold in here too. It's just not snowing. This place is starting to get to me. But even if I could reach that, great. It looks built into the rock itself. No way it's coming loose. I mean, you could try. You could at least try. More paper, so much history in this place, tied up in words and left to decompose. Alright, so I guess we need 2 more ingredients to build that bomb. Or find a key. What do you do? Office. Hi, Goovy. We're playing a horror game. Isn't that neat? Okay. 3? What do you mean 3? What do you mean 3? This is 1 horror game. It's only 1 horror game. Okay, we came from there. It's a dog. So, like, do I save manually, or does the game just create autosaves? I need to know. I was gonna say 3. I mean, Jesus, I've never been this scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing if anything gets within more than a few feet of my hiding spot. I better not stare it out. Anything within my old... Okay, I couldn't really finish that. Doggy, you wanna pet the dog? You don't like the growl? I don't like the growl either. It sounds more like a coyote. Okay, I've got a scary dog. So, what about autosaves? What about them? Workshop, okay. Not as heavy as it looks. Still, it should serve as some form of weapon if I need to defend myself with a barrel. I need to open that. I know there's storage over there. How much battery do I have left? 18%. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I do enjoy the purple vision. Purple vision's always nice. Can I pet the dog? Wait, does purple vision get more intense when I stop moving? It does. Okay, we have that way. This isn't a thing. No, it's not. Well, can I see its eyes? Are they like glowing? And I'm a dog. No? Okay. So is the game asking me to throw barrels at dogs? Storage room, yeah, that's where I'm going, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna walk in there. This does feel a lot like Amnesia the Bunker. Ah, doggy! Doggy wanna kill me. Dogs in games usually kill me. What are these? Food rations. Some wire. The lighter wasn't empty. It would be a handy thing to have, sure. Are there more dogs? Don't tell me there are more dogs. Can I pet the dog? Can I pet the dog? Yeah, I'm gonna close that. Okay, is that a battery? I don't think it's a battery, so we're at 13%. Okay, those were painkillers. Scary cylinder. I'd pet a bear if I could. If not friend, why friend shaped? They can kill you in one whack. It was different, but the same. That time, like I had more control. But over what? I don't know. You're the crazy one. Okay, batteries. 12%. 22%. Okay, so batteries immediately go in my flashlight. I don't know if that's good or bad. But listen, I can hear that dog. It sounds like I'm Carl Weiser. You need help? Did that help? I don't think that helped. Stop breathing, please. What do you say? Reams of wiring. Cool. It's locked. Don't mind if I do. Can you open doors with a hammer? I'm not sure. Well, I can't open that one. Because it's locked. Is it? It's me. It's MisterTrashcan. Yeah, okay, that doesn't open. What are those? What do you mean? This shows some kind of trapped door, but I can't see where it would be. Does it? Okay, I mean, we have that stuff, and we have... What? Okay, so... balls in a crate. You take the balls out of the crate and you climb up somewhere, and then there's a hole. I know where the crate is. Like, that's this. That's this. Can I smash it? Can I grab them? And the last one. Oh, fuck. Wait, does it only creak here? Like does it only creak when I'm walking here? Yeah, wait. Oh, it creaks everywhere. Alright. That was nothing. Can I move this whole thing? I can move this whole thing. Is the trapdoor underneath this? Aha! Alright. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Please don't whisper in my ear like that. That makes me very uncomfortable. And I'm already very uncomfortable because it's very hard. Christ! Was that a spider? I don't like spider. I didn't see a spider. I don't see no spider. What are you? A horrible sight. Luckily, it's mummified, or else the smell would have been awful. Okay, so the battery does drain even when I'm in, like, pause mode. And that stinks. Do I, like, what do you mean mummified? Do I just kind of whack it? Whack it? Okay, don't whack the dog. It's very dark.
Watch to our left!
I don't see anything on the left. It's a flare. How you doing, Mikas, by the way? I hope you're okay. Handy light source. Flare. Oh my god, how many? Well, here goes. Day 1. I begin this record, still in the hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives, and to that end I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here. And now 30 years on, fate has struck. Our father died 30 years ago, right? Jurassic World lure dog to fight with the flare. Yes, and I'm also wearing pumps like Bryce Dallas Howard. Before Amnesia, I can't remember those days. Yeah, I can't either. Day 3. I forecast it. I'm pretty sure that it's forecast. I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out in search of them. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions in going outside of my safe haven. My best estimate is that I have left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid, not of acid, I was gonna say acid, of aid. And I have found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. This is just like Amnesia the Bunker. I mean, more like Amnesia the Bunker is more like that. You gonna head out? Alright, Fallout, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Although the specimen... Did I say species? Yeah, it says species here. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time, I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key for which I still have in my pocket. Within that area, I discovered this storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learned: I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. Day 19. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Day 34. That's over a month. I caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nestling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. It was not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus act of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me the same. Day 35. Any known venom would have affected me by now, and he ate fucking spider. And so today is the first minor cause for celebration I have had since the first celebration I have had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I have discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. He's eating spiders. I intend to venture into the basement beneath this storeroom in the name of science to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. But why? Day 50. For 4 days now, I have been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time, I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled on me once more when the batteries of my torch died, and I made a second life-saving finding. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. With my light now diminished, I need only lie still for a few minutes, and I will have attracted enough of the beasts for a rather hearty meal. Tell me, why does your flashlight last 50 days and mine only lasts like 5 minutes? I've only got like 3% left. How'd you do that? Yeah, can I have some of those tasty spiders? The steam could blister flesh from bone in an instant. I know, I've seen it happen. But I can still walk through it, right? Do I do anything with the spiders? Is this where the dog is? Caved him some years ago. There's something tunneled through there. 3 or more recently, though. Christ, what sort of creature makes these markings? I don't know. I'm using it as an emergency thing. I wish I had my little rechargeable light that I had in the bunker. I didn't like Amnesia the Bunker that much, but I did like having a light that you could recharge. Oh. A ladder? Why is there a ladder here? I'm probably gonna need that for something. Yeah, let's just take it with us. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna put it right there, so I know that it came from there. Oh yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. I got some more steam there. That's where I came from. Alright. Am I going the way that I literally just marked? No, I didn't. Okay. So that's where the ladder comes from. Wait. Okay, that's a dead end, and that's a dead end. That's where the ladder came from, and this is where I came from. Yeah, that's the dog. Okay. Cool. So how do I get back up? I want to say here. Yeah, okay, this is the way out. That's the way out. Okay. I'm gonna drag this here, just so I know that this is the way out. And then I want to see. Can I just walk through it? Nope. I'm sorry it's so dark. You could manage, right? This way. So wait for it to blast out steam. Run. What does that say? If it weren't for the size of this of the pieces, I would say that it looks like eggshells. You can see just fine. All right, that's good. Day 71. This dude's been here for almost 3 months. I mean, 2.5 months. 2 months and like 10 days. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach which I ingested regularly over a period of time may become psychotropic or even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. Number 1, I have no source of light. Number 2, I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. Number 3, the spiders are so tasty. Day 100. Listen, my friend, I found beef. I found beef and painkillers. You can live off painkillers, right? From the marks I have been making on the walls and my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark may amount to an illegible scrawl, today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this rate of growth, they will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could only be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails, and I am never recovered, I hope at least that my study of, and indeed involvement with, these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent, and it appears that this rule has extended itself to me. Discovery of this delicious new species. Stop eating spiders, please. Welcome back, Mr. Moth. How was your lunch? Did you also eat some spiders? Like this dude? I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. You had a sandwich? Hopefully with spiders in it! Because apparently we're eating spiders down here. It sadly had no spiders. Yeah, eggshells, you say. Do I have to deal with big spiders? I don't want to have to deal with big spiders. But what if spider yummy? I don't know. I don't want to try. Wow, wowee. Ow. Okay, how many percent do I have left? 1%. I have 1% of battery left. Does it turn off, or does it just flicker like crazy? Because I don't mind the flickering. Oh my god, I can just hear them walking. Have you ever eaten bugs? I have never. Yeah, it just turns off. Okay. I've never had a bug. Okay, I have. Wait, a glow stick. A little ghoulish, but should be a decent fallback if the torch cuts out. I mean, like, sure. Is that infinite? Is this just infinite? Are you infinite? I guess that's infinite. Can't open this with the lock intact. Don't you even worry, I have a hammer. Oh, wait. There you go. Look at me using my hammer like a man with a hammer. Fuck the box, fuck the box, fuck you box. Is it broken? Oh, it was never locked. Oh well. Okay, I have batteries again. 10%. Okay, one stack of batteries is 10 things. Can I have this? Is this a cog that I have to put somewhere? I mean, if this is infinite, then I don't care about that flashlight. Fluid? Oh, can I just put that in there? It's a Zippo lighter. It actually says Zippo. That's the brand, isn't it? Can I use that on there? Perfect. It's just like Amnesia. Nobody told me to do that. It's filled up and ready to burn. Neat. Anything else? So, this dude was down here for 100 days and somehow didn't discover the fish? Idiot. I guess he couldn't open the door. Well, he should have just gotten himself a little hammer. Twist this. Okay, turning this is weird because in Amnesia you go like this, but here you go like, How is this compared to Amnesia the Bunker? It's a different bunker. I am, this time not in France. It's the year 2000 and I'm in Greenland. It's still a bunker. There are, I think, doggies here that want to eat me. I don't know if the game autosaves. I hope it does. But look, I have a glow stick. That makes me very happy. I hope it never goes away. Because that would make me very... See, those dogs. I didn't kill this one. This one just came pre-dead. So far, it's fun. I hope it doesn't change. Okay, well, I have fluid. I don't know what to do with that fluid, but I have it. Oh, I mean, I guess I could turn on ignite a fuse with that. Did I miss anything else? That's just that. Might as well since I'm already here. That's nothing, that's nothing. That's just... Lovely, what are you? That is not the sound a rock makes when it hits another rock. What are you? Are those spider eggs? I want to say no. Hospital gray. Lovely. But I did say it at the beginning, I really wish that I played these ones before Amnesia. And as always, I'm yawning. Yawning like a crazy person. No? Ugh, spiders. And small places. I don't know if I can go through with this. I think I can hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. I mean, they can't hear you because... And on that terrible disappointment, I will leave you here, VOD people. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends. God, this was fun. See you in the next one, folks.